Hi, Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your August 30th to the 31st, 2023 Supermoon, Blue Moon reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me out more than you guys will ever know. It gets me seen by the YouTube algorithm, so thank you so very much for doing so. If you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they will all be listed in the description box below. And if you're interested in a private reading, a private personalized meditation, or an animal healing, my website, daneharttarot.com, will also be linked in the description box below. Now, before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. This cleanse and meditation will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds, letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. Gemini, I felt that right in my heart chakra. And I just know that there's a release of the heart that's coming. Also, be very, very aware that emotionally you are very sensitive to the energy vibrations of things around you. So, certain things where you could be with certain people or walk into certain situations and not be affected during this time of this blue moon, which will either be on the 30th or the 31st, depending on where you are in the world. You're going to feel a lot of things, and it's going to be before the blue moon. It's going to be after the blue moon. This moon is the biggest, most powerful moon of 2023. So its energy, it stays with us for quite a long time. So just be aware of this. But man, do you feel it? Okay, so let's see the energy that we need to be mindful of during this time. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. Here we have the Four of Cups reversed. Okay, so we're getting in a little bit into our own heads, pulled in by chaotic emotions, others' emotions, and we're not seeing a gift that divinity is handing us. And it's kind of like it's taking us out of where we're looking right now, like where we're focusing on. So we're not seeing it. So just be aware of that. Be aware that there's something going on. It's pulling us in emotionally. It's draining us like a leech, and we have to step back from it and know that it's already done, right? Everything is already done. It's written in the Akashic records. It's already fulfilled. We are just acting out our roles here on earth. And that might sound rather like nihilistic. I don't mean it like that. I feel it is rather freeing. It's like, okay, it's already happening. I am simply connecting. And depending on our energy vibration, depending on what we have learned along the way, depends on how we greet situations that are coming to us, how we handle them. And that can change the outcome of things. But it's like there's already paths that are written. It's kind of like choose your own adventure book. So let's see what Spirit has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides, angels and spirit guides. Here we have prosperity. You have a heck of a lot more prosperity than you're aware of. And you're going to see that, especially from now until I'm really seeing now until Halloween. You're going to see your prosperity coming forward. And the fall months, early winter months, or fall and winter, actually, I'm seeing as very positive times for you, as a real sense of stepping into prosperity, wealth, abundance, whatever you value as much as money, coming into your life and guiding you forward. So let's see what the tarot has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Okay. Oh, wow. This is a lot. Oh, that's lovely. Okay. Just let me take it all in. Well, you're definitely connecting with something that you absolutely love. Now, this can be there's strong Taurus energy coming forward here with the Hierophant, but this is also from the courts. If you're dealing with something with the courts, you have what you love coming forward. You are you're not trusting your heart during this time. And this is funny because this is a Pisces supermoon, blue moon. So it's really quite intense. And it's interesting that we're not trusting our hearts. It's like our hearts have felt too much. And it's almost like I'm barring up my heart. I don't want to feel anymore because we've been pulled down a path that we just didn't want to go down. So be aware of this. We're crowned with the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands, fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But it's a real sense of I'm embracing my passion. I'm embracing what I desire, what I want, how I'm moving forward. I'm just seeing this beautiful red horse is in the picture. Her mane is in the picture and part of her body, but we're not seeing the face. It's almost like we're not seeing the full picture of what's propelling us forward. We're too busy looking backwards. And Spirit's like, what the heck is there? What the heck is backwards? It's our lessons. Yes, it's how we have accumulated our wisdom. But why are you looking backwards? Look forward. See the beautiful face of the horse that's carrying you. See your passion. See what you desire. It's time to get in touch with your fire again. We're not here to just exist. We're here to thrive. And it's like, let yourself thrive. Be passionate, be bold, be beautiful, be courageous, because you're all these things, Gemini. And we've lost sight of it. Why? Because we're fighting. The Seven of Wands is like we're fighting and we're so busy fighting. We're just so busy giving all our passion, even in our mind, even in our imagination. We're so worried and it's just so draining. And we could be living a lot in our imagination right now, which isn't a bad thing. I mean, we thrive in our mind. We're air sign energies, we're air sign creatures. We thrive in our mind and that connection with the imagination and the brilliance and the composition of it all. So know that that's our area of just accelerating in and excelling in. But we're fighting our mind. We're fighting the what ifs, the couldas, the shouldas, the wouldas, the past, the present, the future. It's all in our mind. And Spirit is saying here, stop. Stop fighting the worry. Because the more we're fighting the worry, the more the worry comes. The more we're fighting the worry, the more the worry crowns us. The more the worry, crowns us like putting a crown on our head, but it crowns us in a way like it knocks us upside the head. It's a blow to us. Know what you're willing to fight for. And this is going to be a time. It's going to be before the, supermoon, full moon. It's going to be after where, yeah, these are things that we would definitely fight for. It's like, this is my line. This is my hill to die on type of thing, type of energy. It's like, I get this. But we're wasting all our energy. We're draining ourselves and we're not getting good night's sleeps. We're not replenishing our soul spiritually the way that we need to because we're so focused on the fight. And the fight happened yesterday. The fight was in the past. And the fight is things that happened in the past. And Spirit's like, okay, we're still fighting. We're still holding on. But the High Priestess comes in. The veil is lifted from our eyes. Secrets are also revealed during this time. Now, this is a big moon for secrets coming out. This is a supermoon, a blue moon, the biggest moon, the brightest moon of 2023. It's at 7 degrees Pisces, which is a water sign. It's at 7 degrees Virgo. The sun is at 7 degrees Virgo, which is an earth sign. These are sister signs. They bring out the best and the worst within us. But these are signs like Virgo wants everything ruler straight. Like it wants everything to run like clockwork. It wants it to be practical. It wants it to be self-sufficient. Pisces energy is the most egoless of all the signs, egoless. And it's really bringing forward, the supermoon is bringing forward a lot of our disillusionment and a lot of the delusions that we have had to live with. And we're going to see that this profound, rare, emotionally connected, emotionally intuitive, spiritually evolved moon is pushing us forward and forward and forward. And it brings forward the High Priestess. It brings us right to the place where we're like, okay, I'm here. I'm here for the deeper knowledge. I'm here for the wisdom to guide me. She's just holding a piece of paper that says Torah, the Torah, a book of truth, a book of ancient wisdom. We're connecting, we're seeing, we're guiding, but we're also being shown, we're being guided. We're opening up doors in ways that we hadn't imagined we could. The High Priestess sees what others can't. Like the high priestess sees around corners. During this time, we're seeing around corners. And that can be something that's overwhelming. You know, with Pisces, the most sensitive of all the water signs, and to have the high priestess come in, okay, we're really connecting. We're really moving ourselves forward in a profound and intense way. And we're having spirit move us forward. Now, if we're not ready for this, we have to tell the universe, I'm not ready. Because this can be overwhelming emotionally. We can be overwhelmed by emotions. We can be overwhelmed and just want to shut down, just want to escape, become astoundingly rigid, holding on to the Virgo side of things, the facts, the knowledge, the things running like clockwork. And Pisces energy is like, let it happen, let it flow, let it move organically. And Virgo is like a beautiful French garden, but it's manicured within an inch of its life, right? It's just so structured and so ordered. And Spirit's like, no, let it grow organically. Let yourself connect with the Pisces. Let yourself connect with the free form. Things being organized and things having its place. That has its place in our lives. But here with the High Priestess, it's like, can we trust the extraordinary? Can we connect with the extraordinary? Because again, we can want to be checking out. And this can even lead to, addictions or, just escapism. So be very mindful about this. But Gemini, the two sides of ourselves, the twins within us, connects very powerfully to Pisces energy because Pisces is the two fish. So here, our duality calls to duality. How are we moving forward in it? How are we seeing ourselves? How are we evolving? How are we connecting? The Two of Cups. We have our love. Powerful, brilliant, beautiful love. This can be the start of a romantic relationship. I mean, really seriously, sparks can be in the air. You can really be seeing yourself kind of like looking at people and seeing little hearts around them. I know that sounds really funny and like a cartoon, but that's definitely what I'm seeing here. It's like the heart is opening to love, but the heart is also opening to what you love and healing and friendship. And you can find that things just become richer. Like foods taste better, life becomes richer. It's like, okay, I'm connecting from the heart, and the heart is leading me forward in ways I just hadn't imagined it could. And that's huge. Love is guiding us. The heart is guiding us. And it brings us to the Hierophant. Now, I love the Hierophant and the High Priestess together. That's a spiritual soulmate connection coming forward. In old tarot decks, the High Priestess was named the female pope. So whether you believe in Pope Joan or not, doesn't matter. But you have the female pope, and the Hierophant is the male pope. So you have this beautiful duality. You have priest and priestess coming into play, where we have our world moving forward in a shift into the age of Aquarius, the age of the complementary sacred feminine and sacred masculine coming together in harmony and in brilliance. We have the hidden secrets coming forward. We have the beauty of the heart and the soul, and being able to have the veil lifted from our eyes. And then we have structures within our world. We have authoritative structures. And this is like religion, this is courts, this is these top-down structures, okay? And what Spirit is saying here is that we're falling into harmony. Our spiritual inclinations and evolution is falling into harmony with the more structured structure of our world, and leading us forward in insight and in ideas and in understanding, and really guiding us to a place where we didn't trust our hearts before. And now Spirit's saying, can we be a student of our heart? Can we listen to the voice that we can't see, but to the voice of our angels and our spirit guides and divinity that guides us forward? Can we? Can we move forward in this powerful, profound way? The Page of Cups is also, I don't want to be a student of my heart during this time. We want to box our hearts up, lock our hearts away, and say, listen, I've had enough. I've loved enough. I've loved deeply enough and hard enough and long enough. I'm tired. I'm overwhelmed. I don't want to be a student of emotions anymore. And Spirit, in its ever-loving, ever-present way, it's kind of like tough luck. You're going to be. We can reject it, absolutely. It just means this lesson will come back and come back. But here, it's coming forward. So just be aware of that. It's like the heart is coming. It's not in the past. It's in our present. And it will manifest itself more and more. The more we follow our heart, the more we connect with love, the more we leave behind the fighting and the worry. Oh my gosh, Maron, it is like, it's done, it's done, it's done. Stop. Let's see what the moon has to say for herself. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. And spirit guides, angels. And spirit guides, angels. And spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Okay, very, very strong Aries and Leo energy coming in during this time. So you can have an Aries. The Aries is like right at the heart of you. Okay, so just be aware of this. The Aries is right at the heart of you. The Leo can be causing you a bit of agita. So just be aware of this, a bit of like upset, you know? So just be aware of this energy coming forward. I think that's very, very funny. All right. Let's see what, let's go deeper with the moon, angels and spirit guides. Show me clearly, guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides, angels. Yeah, and spirit guides, show me clearly. Ooh. Just going to, perfect. Okay, can you see everything? Perfect. All right, so we move to this energy here with the Knight of Wands. It says expect powerful change. That's reverse. We don't want powerful change. We're really trying to assess the situation and move forward, but we want things to stay as calm and peaceful as possible. That's why we're looking to the past. We're like, okay, if I can replicate this, and spirit's like, that's done and that's over. You won't be able to. Fair enough. Okay. But we're resistant to the powerful change that we're going to be experiencing during this time. Just being aware of that is going to be super, super important. Discernment is reversed, and so is reversed a time to give rather than take. This is linked with the Seven of Wands. Battle time, right? Reversed, it's a time to give our energy, right? If this was in the upright, it's a time to give rather than take. This is a time to take. This is a time that we are not being discerning with the energy that is around us. We can be giving way too much, and spirit's like, hey, hold up, look at this. You know, the moon is telling us, hey, you know, look at you. You deserve to look at you. Take care of you. Take care of you. It's a time to fill up your energy. Remember, you cannot give a cup, right? Fill a person's cup if you do not have a gallon. And right now, I don't even think we have raindrops. So here, you need to fill yourself up. That's going to be so, 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 so important. With all the worry, the self-reflection, it isn't there. Now, it can be that we're not being self-reflectant, and that's perfectly fine. You know, looking at ourselves and saying, okay, I need to connect with me. I need to reflect on how I've been handling the situation, what's been going on, because confidence is your key to success. Confidence will lead to the extinguishing of worry and the power of you moving forward in your energy and what you desire and what you love and what you need. The realization is that you are the key. Okay? The realization here is that you are far more powerful than you're giving yourself credit for and credit to. You're not giving credit to yourself at all. With this Aries energy here, a fiery climax approaches. It does. Things are going to come to a head and you can see it. You can feel it. And that can be where we're like, okay, I'm going to book it. Like, I don't want to be here anymore. This is all too much. It's not on this earth. I'm not talking about that. And if you are, there are links in the description box below to help with feelings of being just overwhelmed and like enough is enough. But here, this is a real sense of like, I'm tired of this fighting, right? I don't want to see the intensity that's coming. I'm not quite ready for it. And spirit is telling us, oh yes, you are. Yes, you are. You are the key that is going to unlock so much power, so much intensity, so much brilliance for you. And it brings us then to this energy of like, trust the love. The love will not steer you wrong. Trust the love. It's time to take action. And it's time to take action from the heart. And as we do so, we're moving towards new beginnings. The new moon, I want to say it's the 14th of September, which it just feels weird to say September, but I'm not quite sure, so don't quote me on that. But it's in like the mid of September, we have new beginnings coming forward. Hold to your vision is reversed. I actually think our vision is going to be changing. The way that we're connecting with the Hierophant, the way that we're connecting with what we want and what we desire and how we're moving things forward. It's really going to change by mid-September. We're going to be looking at things and like, okay, what I thought was happening isn't. Things are really changing, and you're kind of going back to the vision you originally had for yourself. before the worry, the fear, the doubt, the chaos just came to run amok. There's beauty here. Don't let pride get in your way. That's reversed. You can be letting pride get in your way. There can be another energy that's letting pride get in their way. But it's like, don't let pride get in your way, and look at the beauty. Look at the beautiful in everything. And start being a student of your heart with the page of cups reversed. Even though we don't want to be a student of our heart, start being a student of your heart. It's going to be so important. So let's talk about this moon, astrologically speaking, and see how everything plays together, how it all just weaves together. Because again, Pisces is the most sensitive water sign. And here again, we're being told we're going to connect with our emotions, and with the 9 of swords, and have confidence in yourself coming through, but the self-reflection being reversed. It's like, I can't do this because we're not being discerning. We're fighting all the battles all the time, even when we sleep. We're not being discerning about the energy that we're letting in. Now, what's interesting during this time is Saturn is conjunct the moon. Now, Saturn, in its molecular makeup, is less dense than water. We're in a water sign of Pisces, right? The moon is in a water sign of Pisces. And Saturn being less dense than water helps us to open up, helps us to connect between the spiritual and the practical world. So it's opening up realms to us. And I love this imagery of Saturn being the shaman of our inner lives. And it's like, okay, can we step in? Now, this can make us shut down. So just be aware of this, especially since we have here, like, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Energy coming forward of the 9 of swords. It can make us shut down. It can make us be overwhelmed. And that's cool. Okay, I see that. But if we open up to this inner shaman, we move to the place of our hearts and of our love. We move to that connection with structures, with rules, with order, but that fit our life. And also the spiritual psychic part of ourselves, the, empathic part of ourselves that's opening up the door. Now, the South lunar node is in Libra and the North lunar node is in Aries. This is a time for balancing love. And this is a time to really look at fighting for what we're passionate about. Now, we have that here with it's time to take action, right? And trust. Trust in love. That's what you're to take action in. Trust in love. Love is a miracle worker. It might not work the miracle the way that we wanted it to, but trust in love. Now, Pluto has squared the lunar nodes. This is a karmic choice time. I mean, these are big karmic lessons that are coming forward. They're a wake-up call for the rest of 2023. It's changing. This time, right now, is changing how we live the rest of this year and how we live the subsequent years to come. Now, the moon is Yod, which I think is just a fun word, which means it's also called the finger of fate. But the moon is Yod with Mars and Venus. Venus is in Leo. It's telling us to embrace the braveness of our heart. And Mars is in Libra, which is telling us to come into balance with what we are passionate about. Now, because we have the new moon in Libra, confidence is our key to success. And then we have, where's the other one? No, here. The full moon in Leo coming through, which don't let pride get in the way. We can have a bit of trouble embracing the braveness of our hearts, seeing our hearts as something as brave and powerful. It's almost like love was used as a weapon against us, or we feel like our love was weaponized in some way. Somebody was like, well, if you do this, you'll lose what you love. And we've definitely felt that. That has been part of our reality for a really long time. It's shaped us and it's made us fearful of love. And Gemini, now is the time. Like, this is the exact moment where it's like, the heck with you. I am moving forward in the power of my love, and you're claiming back your heart. You really are. It's awesome. It's absolutely awesome. Pluto is sextile. Okay, so Pluto is sextile Neptune. Neptune is sextile Uranus. Uranus is trine Pluto. And all these outer planets are opening up our psychic gifts, opening up our higher consciousness. So that is super, super cool. Now we have the full moon conjunct Saturn in the sky, in the night sky. It is physically in the stars of Aquarius. Aquarius is the water bearer. The zigzag symbol of Aquarius is the oldest iconography of man. And that is so cool. It is the oldest symbol known to man, dating back 100,000 years. So as we're moving into the age of Aquarius, we're moving into a time that our ancestors thought was so important. The waters are so important that it was the first thing they learned how to communicate in symbols, like collectively communicate. And that is awesome. Now, Pisces, as the most egoless sign, has this moon really shining a light on our disillusionment. Seriously, we're learning to trust. We're realizing that we're the key. We're looking at things that are holding us back, that are keeping us as fighters, not as shamans ourselves. You could be really called to the healing arts during this time. You could be called to being a shaman, to being a connector, to being a powerful individual, psychically opening up, empathically opening up. That's huge. It's guiding us back to our hearts, which we've not wanted to be students of, and it's guiding us back to the beauty of our hearts. And we're falling back in love with ourselves. And that is awesome. And we're falling back in love with the earth. Our subconscious energy to be mindful of is the Two of Cups. Be mindful. Here it's such a blessing, but be mindful of the people that we instantly connect with. And we're like, oh my gosh, past life connection. Like, oh my gosh, powerful, powerful twin flame, true love connection. This can be somebody from a past life that we have an instant connection with, but not in the good way. It could have been, the executioner, right? In a past life. It could have been the heartbreaker, the thief, the bully. So just be aware of this. Our subconscious spirit message. Here's divinity reversed. A full moon connects us with divinity. We need to embrace that connection with the divine, and yet we're kind of pulling back from it. I think it's because we're a little bit overwhelmed, but connecting with the divine during this time is going to be so powerful and so profitable for us, emotionally, spiritually, and even financially in this world. Our subconscious Five of Cups in the tarot. This is changing the way we see things, but we're having a bit of difficulty changing the way that we see things, walking forward, walking away from old emotions, old feelings that have been so embedded in us. So just be aware, the heart knows, right? And the heart talks to the brain more than the brain talks to our heart. And that's just biology. And I think that is fascinating. So here, it's like, listen to your heart. Your heart is constantly talking to you. What are we staying stuck in? Our subconscious Luna message is show the world the real you. That's huge. Show the world the real you. The full moon in Aquarius, that Aquarius energy coming forward, where the moon and Saturn sit in the stars of Aquarius, and the resistance. Somebody has tried to crush you, whether they realized it or not, whether you realized it or not. Something has tried to crush your spirit. You are resistant. You're so much stronger than you think you are. And you thought you had to hide your face from the world. You had to hide the real you from existence. And spirit's like, why? And no, absolutely not. No, it's like, shake your finger. Don't you do that. Don't you dare hide away the beautiful gift that is you. It is time to shine. Like the diva, like the star, like the power that you are. It's time to shine here, Gemini. Okay. All right, Gemini. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this time and of ourselves. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Gemini. May blessings and prosperity always be with you. Have a blessed blue moon. Bye.